Hello, Will here, and we are in Skyrim today, and we are going to be checking out 3 mods. We will be checking out a kind of follower camps family kind of starred mod. I'll explain more when we get to it. We are also going to be revisiting a mod that was going to feature in a video a few weeks ago, but there was an issue which apparently the mod author has now said that they have now fixed, so we're going to check that out. But the first thing we're going to look at is something completely different, and is more than likely would be something that I would not normally think about checking out. Now, as you can see, we're on the character creator. Now, I've looked at race mods before. That's nothing new. But this first mod is MLP Races by Nazo 99. Now, the reason why this is something that I would not normally tend to look at is because this is based off My Little Pony. You know, that show with the little horses. I forget half of their names. Actually, I forget most of the names, actually, to be honest. I think Rainbow Dash is one. I think Applejack is another. I don't know. I don't watch the show. I'm not a fan of My Little Pony. If you're a fan of My Little Pony, good for you. Myself, I'm not. So, you know, so many things, you know, a lot of this stuff in this is going to be sort of like go over my head more than likely. If it's actually a reference to something, it's just going to go over my head. Apart from stuff like Pegasus and Unicorn. But let's have a look at My Little Pony Races by Nazo 99. So this mod adds in 4 playable equestria races, I'm guessing. Each one has their own little tiny description, so I do believe that it might only be female only? I don't know. It's either that or they're all based off Nord, because they all look exactly the same, so it might just be their abilities. So we'll just have a quick little look. So you got presets. I think the presets are normal, I think. Well, they might be a little bit different, I'm not 100% sure. Heads, I'm just seeing if there's actually anything different about them. It doesn't give you a load in the description about it. It doesn't go over that much in the description. But we'll read the description, what it says here. So we have Alicorn, princesses of Equestria. They are a mix of Pegasus and a unicorn. Earth ponies can't become alicorns, only Pegasi and unicorns. Now, I don't know if that's part of My Little Pony lore. I have no idea. To be honest, not okay. See, I'm going to know absolutely nothing about this. And then we have Earth Pony, citizens of Equestria. They are fair creatures. They love anything and everything. Even though they don't have horns or wings, they can be magical. Good for them. Pegasus, winged ponies of Equestria. They can move in the at the speed of sound, and fly wherever they need to get instead of walking. Alright. And these creatures have horns, a horn on their heads, so they can cast spells and teleport. They serve under Princess Celestia in order to become alicorn if they are proteges, of course. Okay, so it gives you a little bit of description. Now I'm going to guess that description is to help you decide on whether you want to be someone who's a bit more magical or a bit more something. But you know, I started on unicorn. We'll just go with unicorn. Alright, so bada bing bada boom, bosh, create a name, that and that, and then Alright. So, we are here with WTF. Because I'm probably just as confused as you are at the moment. Okay, and what about magic? You got any different magic? Okay, so you got... Okay, so it looks like... it looks like your stats and your... in the way to, and your skill stats and your... basically like your health and magic and stuff like that are the same. But it does look like it does add... gives you... each one might give you some slightly different starting spells. So I've got Paralyze, which I can't use. Fury, which I can use, technically. Flames, Frost Rune, and Frostbite. Healing powers, Battle Cry, and active effects, Resist Frost. Okay, so it just gives you a couple of extra sort of like spells to begin with. There's nothing else different. Does your magicka recharge faster? No, it looks like the normal kind of magicka recharge rate. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's literally all there is to this. Okay, so there isn't actually a lot to this one, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of My Little Pony, then it's like, I don't know, maybe you just want to do it just because. You know, you want to play as a unicorn or a Pegasus. But this is the thing. There is, obviously, the different races might have some different starting spells. Possibly, I'm not 100% sure. And I'm not going to bother checking. I'll let you lot deal with that. Though I wasn't expecting a load of this, I was also expecting more. Now, I don't know if this is because this is Nazo's first mod, or they're still quite new to modding, so they don't know as much. That might be the case. But if they are quite new and they get used to creating kit, learn a bit more about modding, then maybe they could come back to this, make some alterations, make some changes, make some improvements, and make it a bit more. I'm not gonna say better because I don't want to seem like an asshole, but a bit more uniquer, a bit more worthwhile starting a new file with them. Because at the moment it's just a couple of new spells, possibly, with certain of the other ones, and by race name only, and that's the only differences, as far as I've seen. So. And, if you're a big fan of My Little Pony, then maybe. But if, anyways, of like Playboy races, you may as well stick with the originals. Or, have a look what other race mods there are. I don't want to give a bad review, because, again, I don't know the circumstances with Nazo. They might still be quite new to modding, this, that, and the other. So I don't want to seem like that asshole. I don't want to be that guy. But it could be better, but at the same time, it could be worse by the fact that it could just literally be the race name is changed and that is it. But if you want to show Nazo some support or give Nazo some suggestions of what they can do with this, I'll leave a link in the description below, as I do normally with all the mods that I normally tend to cover. So I'll leave it down there if you want to try it for yourself, or to at least let Lazo know, and say like, have you thought about allowing them to have unique hair colours? But that's it for this first one. We're just going to carry on with WTF for the moment, because we need to go to Riverwood to revisit a mod that I tried to cover before, but unfortunately there were some issues. Alright, here we are with mod number 2, which mod number 2 is Cortex Follower series. Now, I did try to cover this mod about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but unfortunately there were some issues with it. By the fact that basically, primarily, it didn't work very well, but that was due to the fact that Cortex tried to upload a mod, or his mod, that was primarily created for Xbox and PC, but then also tried to upload it to PS4 as well. But the followers all used basically unique hairs, unique face textures, this, that and the other, which wouldn't work on PlayStation because of Sony's limitations. So it caused problems. And I think some people have mentioned it to him. I also mentioned in my video saying about that, but a good idea would probably be to go back to it, rework it a bit, blah 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 blah, this blah blah blah. And Cortex commented on that video and has said that he has gone back to them and reworked them. Originally looked at was Cortex Follower series. Now, it does say in the description where you find all the followers. There's 5 altogether. I've completely forgotten the names. But it tells you in the description where you can find them. But we're just going to look at the ones in the Sleeping Giant Inn, because I think there's 2 in the Sleeping Giant Inn. I think there's 2 in, I think possibly the Bandit Mare or the Temple, and I think there might be 1 in the Bandit Mare, or it's something like that. But again, it'll say in the description where they are. So, though I don't know what they look like now, but I do know that I'm looking for very unique names, and I'm looking for 2 women. I am looking for some women. Are there any women here? Well, at the moment, it's all bloody men. Hello, men. Hello, men. Man. Lots of... he is literally a man. He is a cast man. He's a cast man, and he's a man. Okay. Who are you? No, you're Borgmar. You are... Siebold. Who are you? Oh. You are Davine. Why? Fuck you. Okay, Calico. I think Calico might be one of them. Okay, so we got Calico. I think Calico is one of them.
Let's not waste any time.
Yes, let's not waste any time. Follow me, Calico. See, last time when I tried to test this, obviously due to the unique and external assets that he was using, when I tested this first time round, Calico, for example, was nothing apart from a body and floating eyes and teeth. There was no head, no hair, no nothing. It was just floating eyeballs and teeth. But now Calico does have an actual face. Hello, Calico. Yeah, you actually gotta get up.
That visitor been poking around.
So we've got Calico, and we've got one more, which I think it might be you. Summer. I think it's Summer is the other one. And then we've got Summer. Come on, Summer.
Like you've already got someone.
Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute. I should have the multiple follower system, shouldn't I? Okay, maybe I might need to mix that around a bit. Maybe I don't know. Because I've had to rework my load order a little bit, so I might need to rework it again. But yeah, for the Sleeping Giant Inn, it's Summer and Calico. Now, each of the followers, they have their own abilities, their own traits, so to speak, as well. It might give me a bit more detail in the description. So let's go and actually have a look at the description very quickly. Alright, so here we are. So we're looking at the description of this and say you got Calico, Cassie, Rager, Stormy, and Summer. Right, so all followers will accept whatever body you use for females in your game. So you will have to bear in mind that some of this terminology is more aligned to basically Xbox and PC, so you will have to bear that in mind. So in a ways, if it's in a ways for PS4 or PS5, it depends on which one you're playing it on. In the ways of the body type, it's just a generic vanilla body type. These followers will look vanilla. So we get vanilla on PlayStation. All followers can be married and essential, and come with starting armor and weapons. In my case, they're not. but he might have been using Aussie armor mods on them, or they change into armor when you leave the inn, which we'll test out with Calico in a moment. All followers level with the player at a rate of 90%, so they should kind of pretty much scale up with you, maybe just like a couple of levels lower than you. All followers except Frazier will heal you and your other followers in combat only. I don't know if that will work on PlayStation, I don't know. Technically it should, or it might, it just depends. Then you got some more, and then you got some more terminology to do with basically Xbox and PC versions. So you get an idea from them, but Cortex did say that basically in the ways of their abilities, their stats and stuff like that, those are still the same as they are on Xbox and PC, as in the ways on PlayStation as well. So their stats and stuff like that are exactly the same. It's just that their appearance is a little bit different. Alright, so let's just go and see if Calico actually changes out the clothing. Alright, so let's have a look. And yeah, as you can see now, Calico is now actually in Ancient Nord armor. So they do change their armor in the end. So yeah. So, you know, this is just a little revisit. I wanted to explain what was going on and what's happened with it and this, that and the other from the last video. So, you know, and that's one thing I do like. I do like the fact that he actually went back and actually fixed the issue. Because you get some people who create mods, I mean, some of my mods probably still have issues with them. But sometimes some issues are things that are quite difficult to fix. But you know, normally if someone brings up an issue of any of my mods to me, I tend to try and fix it when I can, or if I can. And you know, and I appreciate that when other modders do that as well to their mods. That, you know, an issue's arrived, you let them know, or they find out about it, then they go back and they change it and they make it work. Or if there's still some little tidbit issues, then you know it's kind of sort of like at least they've tried to fix what they can. And I appreciate that. So now this one, it does work. So now there shouldn't be any issues with crashes or file corruptions, which is what happened to me. I unfortunately did get a file corruption, but lucky enough I didn't lose all my save data, only just in one particular file save. But that shouldn't happen anymore. But also, I think also he has gone back to all the other followers, because this isn't the only follower mod that he's done. I think he's got a couple of others as well. So, and I think he's gone back, Cortex has gone back and fixed all of them so that they work on PlayStation. Which, yeah, I know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, it's kind of like, now they don't look as unique, but they look a bit more unique, you know, and at least now she actually has a face, rather than just being eyeballs and teeth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link in the description to this mod below if you want to check it out for yourself, as well as check out Cortex's other follower mods, and I think he's got a couple of other mods up as well, I think, which I might look in future videos. But not today. So yeah, link will be in the description for this one. So, and this was Cortex Follower series by Cortex 56, and I appreciate that you went back and actually fixed it. So good job. But right, time to move on to the final mod of this video, which is the kind of follower camp home thingy jiggy bob thing. Alright, and here we are with mod number 3 and the final mod of this video, which this is Silver Plated Camp by Meservery. Now, this is like it's kind of like an add-on to another one of Meservery's mods, which I don't have installed, which is a follow mod he's made for Bjor silver plated. So I'll probably try and find that one and probably put a link to the description in that one, of that one into the description as well. But this is like a kind of like a little add-on to it, which I think basically what it's supposed to be is supposed to sort of like being where sort of like Bjor was, you know, maybe grew up or was at least living, because I think in this place it's supposed to be sort of like for family and stuff like that. I think it's there's a description about it, but I think it's supposed to be sort of like his family kind of thing. Just actually got to find the actual entrance, which is probably on the other side. But yeah, so this is it's a little add-on, a little extension, but it's not. But it doesn't add Bjor at the same time. What they all being so arky about? I have no idea. But alright. So I'm either about to be praised and welcomed with warm hugs, or welcomed with a sword in the face. Well, we'll find out in a second. So let's have a look at this little add-on, so to speak. Now, just to let you know, on the map, you are looking sort of like southwest. Sort of southwest of Morphal for just the camp icon. So the icon is... the hell was it? I have no idea. But yeah, the icon is on the map. It's just not discovered, so you do have to go and discover it yourself. But at least it's on there, so then you know where to go. But yeah, but you are looking sort of like southwest of Morphal. Let's go and have a look. So these guys were getting antsy about something. What? Wait a minute. Redguard spies. Ah. Redguard spies. So obviously I think this is something to do with things. Oh look, yeah. This is something to do with the definitely the mod. Yeah, obviously you can tell that because it does unfortunately have the face bug glitch. So I'm gonna go now give out some words of advice. So Meservery, if you see this video, if you watch this video, if you want to know how to fix the Facebook glitch in a more simplified manner, because I think there's a couple of different ways around it, but there's one kind of easy way around it. But the downside is that your characters won't be able to look completely unique, but it does fix the Facebook glitch. If you go onto my channel and just search for my videos and you're looking for face glitch fix PS4/PS5 by me, and basically that video goes through on how to fix the Facebook glitch so they don't have this like kind of like purple face. So then you can, and it's very easy to do. It literally takes 5 seconds to fix. Though alright, see you later, Pumper. My god, I finally found the bugger. But yeah, so Meservery, if you see this, if you want to know how to do a simple fix for the Facebook glitch, then just go onto my channel or just search up Neon Eye face glitch fix, and my video should come up on there. So then you can learn how to do a simple fix for the face bug. Alright, but enough with my advice out of the way. Let's have a look at the rest of this dude. So he's got a little bit of gold. And I'll take his clothes, why not? And his boots. But not his motorcycle. He doesn't have a motorcycle. So Redguard Terror Dagger. Target takes 15 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Actually not that shabby actually. Same again. But you can keep your clothes. That's a very unique looking dagger. See, it doesn't. Okay, let's have a look at this. Some weapons. Okay, so there it looks like a steel dagger. Infantry looks like a steel dagger. And on the body it looks like a steel dagger. But when I drop it, it's pure white. Are they all pure white? Oh. So yeah, so they are all the same. Though I've got two of them stuck together. Oh, okay, right, so it looks like he's tried to change the texture. And he has to a degree. He just hasn't been able to finish it off. So, again, Meservery, if you are watching this, you might be able to find a video on YouTube that explains how to fully change the texture of an item. But if you're not totally sure, you can't find the video, leave a comment on this video and I'll explain to you how to basically change it so that when it's in your infantry it looks like the texture you changed it to, and when it's in your hand it looks like the texture you changed it to, so then on the infantry and in your hand it will look like that basically. Alright, so let's carry on having a look. Actually, how do we get in? Seriously, how do you get in? Okay, I'm just gonna have to climb. I have to climb up, I think, you know. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we've got silver plate guard. Who's in the... Wait, thank you. Who is literally wearing silver plate? I'm not lollygagging. I'm gagging lollipops. Monkey boy. We got Cassandra silver plated.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
You're one to bloody talk. Bjor's bodyguard. Bjor. Oh, Bjor is here. Okay, so obviously you must have Bjor, but as a standalone.
Out with it.
Are you not a follower? I don't know, maybe it's the other versions, maybe a follower, but this one isn't, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But we've got bodyguard, we got another bodyguard, silver plate guard, silver plate archer, another guard. So you got a few guards, you got a couple bodyguards, a couple of just normal guards dotting around the place. Another archer. I don't know what these levers do. Okay. Oh my god, that almost hit the people down there. Actually, who the hell are they? They weren't there before. I don't remember seeing them before. Oh, would you move out the bloody way? Who the hell are you lot? Oh, who are you? Oh, you're a bunch of bandits. What the hell? Come on then. Come on then. Thanks, bro. I don't know where you lot came from. Okay, I don't know where they came from. They just seem to have disappeared out of nowhere when I pulled the lever. Because I don't remember seeing them there. Oh, there's the bloody entrance. Okay. What happens if I pull another lever? Let's find out. I'm curious now. Because I don't remember seeing them there, and I don't remember seeing them ever turn up. There's another rock slide. Okay, no, they just must have magically appeared then. God only knows. Alright, let's continue our look. And then, so we just got a little campsite going on out here. No, I can take their shield if I want. I can sleep in their beds. They're my beds now, boy. My beds. Okay, so there's always this little campsite out here. And then we go up here. Got another guard. Followed by...
I used to be an adventurer like you.
And
I took an arrow in the knee.
destroyed my controller, apparently. We've got silver plated camp storage, which unfortunately I can't get into because I don't have a lockpick. Some steel ingots, a bit of gold, some emeralds. I think that's going to be randomized loot. Okay, so this bed is owned, though. Actually, is this... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know what Meservery's done now. This is, what's it called? There's a bandit camp that was already here. I forget its name. It's like Robber's Gorge Camp or something like that, or something along those lines. I've only just realised now. Yeah, I've only just realised that. I've only just realised that now. So what he's done is used a already existing bandit camp and has repurposed it. So it saves the hassle and have to make a whole lot of new stuff. But the house was never here before. Okay. So fair enough for, you know, using something that was already there but repurposing it for something that seems a bit more... Oh, just repurposing it. Because, you know, let's face it, there's hundreds of bandit camps in the bloody game. Well, probably not hundreds, but loads. So, repurposing one, ain't no problem repurposing the bandit camp. Okay. Yeah, that only just clicked. And so I came in here and it just clicked to me. But okay, so let's actually go look in the actual house then. Or in this case, barracks. Okay. And the barracks, well, the barracks are just basic barracks. This is not pre, so we will not be taking the sweet roll. Oh no. I'm going to throw the sweet roll on the fire. You can hear pre screaming in the distance now, can't you? Listen. But yeah, so, you know, the barracks are just a it's simple. You know, kind of basically just basic place for a couple of people to sleep as they, you know, take shifts, this, that, and the other. I mean, yeah, myself, I probably would have put a little bit more decoration in here, but that's just me. You know, but that's just what I would do. But right, so I'm gonna call it quits for this one here because I don't think there's that much else. There might, you know, you might be able to get the guy to follow you. Be all following you on this one. I'm not 100% sure because he is supposed to be a follower, but I think the original standalone follower might be a follower, whereas this dude might not be because I can't seem to get him to become a follower, or I'm not at least not getting that option. But yeah, you know, and it's nice to see that Meservery's actually tried to do a couple of new, like one or two new things, because I've played one of his mods before. And that was just a very basic, sort of like first time, or still quite new to modding kind of aspect of mod. But at least with this one, you know, it's like with the daggers, he's tried to create a new texture for the daggers. It's just that unfortunately there was a couple of things that he's missed. But again, Meservery, if you comment on this video about those textures, I can explain to you how to get those white textures to be in the inventory and to be also on the dagger when you actually go to use it, kind of thing. You know, but at least it's nice to see that he's trying. You know, he's trying something a little bit different. He's tried to do some retexturing kind of stuff. He's, you know, this, that, and the other, and he's done some couple of different little things, and he's decided to think, you know what? Instead of making something completely brand new, I'm going to repurpose something that can be repurposed because there's plenty of other things like that already in the game. So let's change it for something that I would want to change it for, and change it to, and use it for. So if you want to have a look at this, try this mod yourself, or have a look at this mod yourself, and this, that, and the other, or give Meservery any kind of feedback or anything like that about this mod, there will be a link in the description below for you to have a look at this mod for yourself. And so that's it for this video. So if you like this video, give it a like. Helps the video in some form or manner. Again, don't know how, but somehow it helps. And then why not hop over to the channel, click on the subscribe button to basically just subscribe. It's right there on the tin. And also to check out what other videos I've done. Also hit that notification bell, because apparently that does something now these days. And whilst you're there, why not go look it up in the channel banner, and why not follow me on Twitter and Discord, where you can leave me mod suggestions, or if you just don't want to follow me on them, then you can leave mod suggestions in the comments on this video. It's all entirely up to you. Why not? But you're gonna have to go to the channel banner to go to those links, because I'm too lazy to put them in the description. Because I'm getting old for this shit. But right, it's time for me to get out of here. So until next time, I'll see you all later.